When are you going live next? You know what? I was bored today. I know this is once again unexpected, but I had nothing else to do, and I got a couple pickups today that I wanted to just show off. Obviously, the characters in the back here are gonna resemble what we have going in stock, or coming in stock in the future here. Now, we'll obviously wait for some people to flood in. I'm trying to see, as long as my phone doesn't die, that this live stream might be a little longer than usual here. Just some talking as usual. Taking a look at the display. Probably got a couple figures to look at. What's up, CT? Nice to see you again. Just a little fun live stream here today to show some recent pickups. All of these guys I've had before recently. They're all, I think, other than the Daredevil, I think I did reviews on all of them. I think the Daredevil I opened on another live stream. That Daredevil, yeah, there's a reason why I have this Daredevil out here exactly. Actually, I don't know where I put the comic. Oh, well, there's a little spoiler there for you, but still, it don't matter. But yeah, I might as well just show it since I already said it. Reason that Daredevil's out today because I don't know if anybody saw the short I posted, but I got the Daredevil Black Armor book, which the suit is from. And oh my gosh, was it so cool here. Got Hobgoblin and Sabretooth there. It was actually a really good story. I actually read it all last night. Very cool art. It's very interesting. It's like, so, spoilers, obviously. For those wondering, it's Daredevil Black Armor here. And apparently, I don't know what happened before, what's going to happen after this story. I just picked up this book because I wanted to read some Daredevil. And I got the King's Daredevil. I don't know if you remember. Oh, the King Daredevil. Yeah, that's a good figure, but I really want to read the story about that. But no, this story is about, so Matt pretends he's dead. Or so he pretends that the original Daredevil died somehow. Here, let me find the page. I think it's like the first one, actually. No, it's like the third-ish page. Yeah, this one. It's like there's Daredevil there. Something bad must have happened the issue before, or the storyline before. You got like Venom, you got Silver Sable, Morbius. Pretty crazy going on there. But yeah, see, he pretends that Daredevil, Matt Murdock, has died. So the rest of the people think that he's dead, and that this Daredevil suit, the reason the suit is so different, is that they think that it's a different Daredevil, not the original Matt Murdock. Even though it's a little weird, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't think that. What's up, Haroon? And then Spider-Man comes in the storyline too, right here, and his spider sense is going off. He's like, you kind of remind me of the old Daredevil, and Matt's just like cheesing on the inside, like, oh, hopefully he doesn't figure out. But no, the storyline's about like Baron von Strucker here, the Hydra guy. He like has an underground ring that he took over Mole Man with, or like he like took over Mole Man down in the basement, and he like captures all these people, and there's a fighting ring down in the like underneath the world, or underneath Hell's Kitchen. It's cool, and then Daredevil has to fight his way out, fighting Hobgoblin and Sabretooth here, which is a pretty interesting matchup. What's up? Not much here, just discussing. Just wanted to talk and hang out. But no, it's a very good story. And then Iron Man comes at the end there. And I don't know what this is, the issue #1 variant. I want to get that cover. That cover looks so cool. But yeah, that I was posted on a recent pickup. So that's obviously what this figure's for. And obviously, and you look in the back there, well, I guess we got to stick with the same guy. Because I like that book so much, today I bought this Daredevil book, which is Hell Breaks Loose, which I have not read yet. But I believe this is almost like Born Again. I know it's got the Daredevil Elektra. What's up, bro? How's your day going? Good, Super Jeffy. It also looks like it has like the mini comics Daredevil that was recently revealed or released. I'm not sure. I haven't read this one yet, but it looks so cool here. And it's got Bullseye. Do you have some street level hero suggestions that are on Amazon? Street level characters, I mean, Amazon. Obviously there's any variation of Spider-Man. I believe there's a couple Moon Knights. This Danny Ketch might be on here too, this Ghost Rider. Along with, I don't know about the War Journal Punisher, but I believe this 2-pack is pretty readily available everywhere of the new Gamerverse one. Street level. There's also the Luke Cage Iron Fist 2-pack. I'm not sure how much that one is. I think that one got up a little bit. Street level characters. But yeah. That's kind of the most there. But let's actually grab this rest over here. I went completely figure shopping today. So what I got, well, I guess we'll get this out of the way, was the Illuminati book here. Looks pretty cool. Wanted to get that. And then also, the reason Danny Ketch is here on the side is that I got, oh, actually, this is just the receipt here. We'll move this over here in the back. Was the Epic Collection Danny Ketch #1. I've been eyeing this for at least a couple months. You have the Iron Fist 2-pack? I want to get it. It looks so good. Oh, and there goes the figures. But this is volume 1 here. I love the Epic Collection and the Mighty Masterworks. Those are just so good. Let me fix the figures real quick. But I can't wait to read it. I opened it. I looked through it. It's got like Wolverine. You've got Daredevil up in there. You've got Ghost Rider, of course. You've got Spider-Man, I believe. And then also Doctor Strange. Who else? Doctor Strange. Wolverine. I think I already mentioned it, but pretty cool. It looks so good. I've been eyeing that book for so long here because the figure came out and I was like, I have to read some of this. But nah, it looks so good. And of course, Punisher, which is my favorite character here. But I actually can't wait to read. There's Wolverine there. Or else? I know there was Doctor Strange on one of these panels. There's Moon Knight. Doctor Strange was a little further in, I believe. I don't know. But I actually can't wait to read that. Then, for the big thing that I got was this Punisher, the Welcome Back Frank. I've heard so much about this. I looked through it. It actually looks so good. I know, like, in this book, yeah, like from the Daredevil TV show where he ties him up. Or was Daredevil or Punisher? Well, where he ties him up on the rooftop. Oh my gosh, it just looks so cool. I believe the flashback of both, what was it, Vietnam now instead? Oh, there's the Russian, and I believe, yeah. And then I saw this, and I was like, wait a minute, do you love comic books too? I freaking love comic books. I realized that I call myself a Marvel nerd, but I actually have not read that much comics. So I was like, I need to buy some. And my favorite character is Punisher. So, like I said, I went on a little spree today. If this fig isn't actually peak, I would recommend if it's under 60. Max imprints are the best. So what I got was this, the Punisher Part 1, the annual system. It just looked good. It's an old comic book here. Got Spidey in it. I probably shouldn't be touching it, but it just looks so cool. And then, where else did I put it? I got this comic here. I don't know what it is, but it was nice and shiny with this knife here, the Punisher. And it looks so cool. You got Punisher, you got Frank here. It's like you've got his face and his skull, and it's like indented almost. The silver on the knife and the words up top just look so cool. So I had to get that one. And then, I don't know, this comic also look cool. Punisher Warzone #1. Just Frank here, spamming like some minigun. Or I guess that's the Uzi. It actually looks like the Uzi that came with the War Journal 2-pack. But this one looked cool. I was like, yeah, I had to get this. And if there's anybody out there that can help me with comics. So what I picked up today was this series right here. Was this Punisher one. Okay, this is a variant cover. But it's where he's in this samurai armor. I've got issues 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So I need help. I don't actually know the name of the run. Or I don't know the name of this run. I don't know the name of this Punisher run. I need help finding issues number 7 and 2. Because I went to go pick up some. And all they had 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And then I know that there's a Punisher War Journal of this same, where he's in the samurai. It's called Punisher War Journal Base and Punisher War Journal Blitz. And then also Punisher War Journal something else. I completely forgot. And then, let's see. Other comics too, love them. Reading any DC Absolute Comics? Yes, I am. I have the first, hold on. First 5 of Absolute Batman here. That's also what I kind of went looking for. I went looking for Punisher and the rest of Absolute Batman. But I didn't find any Absolute Batmans. Hey, Dad, what's up? I am so excited. I actually got a lot of comics today. You'd be surprised. And I actually only picked up one figure today, which was last year here, part of the Lizard Build-A-Figure. But since they released the deluxe, I was like, you know what? I don't need the Build-A-Figure piece. And since the Build-A-Figure piece wasn't a part of it, I can finally pick up this figure. Because I remember days where I'd stare at him on Amazon and he'd be 200 bucks. And I'd pay like 50, I believe. But yeah. So, let me try and move the figures so I can get some help here. If anybody knows the run of this Punisher series, the art's by Gordon Parov, I believe. It's, here's the authors. I probably should have Googled it. Aaron, Sayed, Isaac, and Stewart. If anybody knows this Punisher run, I just saw the samurai look I've heard a little bit about, and it just looks so cool. And I wanted to read it, but I don't know anything about this run. So if anybody can help out, that would be perfect. Because I want to complete it. I don't want to just have like gaps in it. What's up, Cruisin'? New to this channel? Well, glad to see that you're here. Yeah, so my dream of getting some Punisher comic books is slowly coming to fruition. Same with Daredevil. I'm probably going to finish reading. Right now I'm reading the Infinity Gauntlet book, which is, let me get it real quick. Which is the Master Edition? I don't know. The Deluxe Edition one. This one. I'm not that far into it. I'm only like 20 pages in. And I've got quite a lot left to go. I know there's a whole story to this, of course. I need to get the Infinity War after, and then the Infinity Crusade, or Infinity War Aftermath, and then Infinity Crusade. Have you got any Star Wars comics? I don't. I heard about Star Wars comics, but I only watch the movies and TV shows and play Battlefront time to time. But my comic collection is slowly growing here, and I'm actually pretty proud of it because I just finished my Spider-Man comics display, the War Journal Punisher. Yeah, this one right here. I found a couple of the War Journal books, but I've read a bit of that story. But I think it was like War Journal number 200. I'm like, I think I only got to like issue 40. Like, because I had a Marvel Unlimited subscription to get that Moon Knight retro figure. The Moon Knight Spider-Man retro figure. And when I read that, I was like, okay, I've got a whole year to read. And I didn't read a whole lot because I don't really like reading it on the app. You got to zoom in and everything and swipe and all that. It was so boring. So I was like, you know what? Forget that. So I read only a couple issues. Read Omnibus. TPB is freaking confusing. What's TPB? One thing I don't like is actually omnibuses. That's why I love getting either paperbacks or those small, thicker books, because omnibuses are just like a huge, thick book. And trying to bring that around and read that is so hard. Now, I believe most of the ones that I bought are just for display. I might try and crack open that Deathstroke one, but that one is huge. And then I have my Spider-Man one just because of the giant cover on the front. Some DC's Marvel from the 70s and 80s. Oh, trade paperback. Ah, yes. Okay, that's what that means. Read Omnibus. Read on. I gotta go opposite with you, Raven. I'm just gonna call you Raven. Okay, Raven. I read trade paperbacks because at least there's numbers on the front, and because I like it. So I get confused about comics. I'm pretty sure everybody does. But like when it comes to omnibuses, here, let me actually grab one just so we can see what I'm talking. That one's gonna fall over. Okay, we'll grab this Deathstroke one, and there goes some stings. Okay, because you can see on the back here. Okay, it's really heavy, but it jumps around. It goes from like Deathstroke. It says Deathstroke 1 through 50, and it jumps. This goes Deathstroke Annual number 1, and it jumps to Teen Titans number 8. But then again, I guess that's what I'm looking for, which is like when I read a comic book series, like so for Marvel, for example, like how Spider-Man gets the black suit is Secret Wars. So if you read Spider-Man and then don't read Secret Wars, and you go back to Spider-Man when they release the next issue, it's like, boom, he gets a black suit all of a sudden. So I guess omnibuses is what helps, because then you know exactly what jumped around spot leads it story-wise. So I guess omnibuses really are maybe the way to go. And I guess it's more easier to store, because trade paperbacks, I need to get a box now. And I kind of want to get these plastic wraps for them. I need to get the plastic wraps for them so they don't get damaged. Love your stream. Hope your channel the best. Thank Nicola Clark. Trade paperbacks. I'm talking about the Infinity Series. Mapping is good with all essential tie-ins. Okay. Thanks, Raven. I need as much comic book help as possible because I guess you're talking about the Infinity one here. On the front, at least it shows you a bit of a guide where it starts to look Avengers versus Thanos, Silver Surfer, because now this makes sense just by the look of the cover of Silver Surfer versus Thanos, because in the movie, instead of Silver Surfer crashing to the floor, it is Hulk, but in this story, oh, where's the page at? In this one, it's Silver Surfer crashing, which based on this cover would assume that they had a fight and then Silver Surfer flies all the way down and crashes into Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum, which makes sense, kind of correlates to the movie. But yeah, still, anybody can help me on this run. That would be perfect. But I just thought the outfit looked cool, like this samurai look. Now, based on that, so there's rumored of a Walmart exclusive Punisher. So I'm either assuming that it might be this, but something is telling me a Walmart exclusive. The top 10 evilest things Hasbro does is I believe the Walmart exclusive rumored Punisher is going to be this. Of course, the War Journal body with the black and, of course, with the white boots, white gloves, and everything. The one thing that Punisher that people want is going straight to Walmart. That is my prediction. And if I get it right, I'm going to be mad. I don't want to be right about that because a Walmart exclusive is horrible. Like, we all know the horrors of Walmart exclusive and Target exclusives. Just make a Punisher that everybody likes. Of course, the favorite outfit. Make that readily available. It's like if you get like a Tiger Claw Wolverine, or not a Tiger Claw, a Tiger Stripe Wolverine to like a Walmart exclusive, or like a Spider-Man. Like if they put Renew Your Vows as a single release back when they first made it as a Walmart exclusive, I think people would have gone crazy. Like the market would have crashed and everything. Like people would have been rioting. So please do not make that Walmart exclusive Punisher of course, the body and the thing that people want the most. Because if they do that, that's horrible. Why do that? But yeah, that was just my little rant. What about Emperor Doom? I had him in my hands today. I was thinking on buying him, but instead I wanted to spend all my money on comics instead. I had Emperor Doom in the retro carded Electro. I was like, do I pick these up? Not really. Because also I ordered 2 shelves finally so I can get my Spider-Man figures and X-Men figures in their places, which is very, very good. What's up, Jason WR Sims? But yeah, we'll set these guys out to the side here. A bit like usual. You can't even see Danny Kitch anymore, but he's over there, don't worry. Buy Green Lantern Rebirth Compendium released recently. Green Lantern, huh? I'm not a big DC guy. Other than Batman, that's kind of it. Endermite. Why did I say your name? I don't know. I just read your question. This ain't no gaming channel, Jason. I'm sorry. I don't have Bendy either of the games, nor do I. Yeah, I don't own either of the games, so I wouldn't be able to play those for you. What's up, LeBon Bon? I want to open this Lasher figure because I've waited I don't know how many years to finally open them. So, and I don't actually have any Life Foundation members, excluding I think. Well, no, I have Phage. That's not true. I have Phage. Well, I'm not playing Five Nights at Freddy's. How am I playing Five Nights at Freddy's? You got Batman figures? LeBon, I only have I have a McFarlane Batman, and I have some Deathstroke figures. That's kind of Batman-ish related. It's a 10 out of 10? I might have to then, huh? Because right now the only DC Comics I'm reading is the Absolute Batman run, because that just looked so cool to me. I was like, I have to pick this up. Is this location Five Nights at Freddy's? Got Mortal Kombat figures. No, K-Blog official. I do not have any Mortal Kombat. I've grown hard, but mostly on Spider-Man. Yeah, McFarlane art-wise on Spider-Man is so cool. I do have a TCG of the Spider-Man or I guess the Venom cover where Venom's like hunched over him. I also have Todd McFarlane's. I have 1 and 2 of the Lethal Protector. I also have my favorite villain from Spider-Man, which is Mysterio. I have a cover of that. I can show you guys the display later. And then Todd McFarlane is pretty cool. Do you have read any of the Secret Wars comics? I have read the newest one, the 2015 run of Secret Wars. I have, here, I'll grab it real quick. Let me just get this Lasher figure set up real quick. Excellent Punisher figure. Yeah, I got both of them, made sure. Punisher's my favorite. So I had to make sure I got both of those. I don't own any of the older Punishers, though, because I don't want to get those old ones. I didn't like the articulation. I got a ton of things of comics, but I don't know what to do with them. What do you think? Le Bon Bon, if you've read them already, definitely find a display for them. Just try and set them up however you like. Read Venomnibus. I want to read some Venom. The only Venom books I've read, other than like the McFarlane Spider-Man run, is King in Black. I want to know, like, I know there's Venom War was released recently. But Venom is also one of my favorite characters. He was so cool. Ever since I saw him in Spider-Man 3 with Topher Grace. Still. What was your first action figure? My first action figure was the Black Series Jango Fett red box. He is sitting on my Black Series shelf, of course, but yeah. Zepner, hi, what's up? You have a question? Do you have the Alf figure? No, I do not have Alf. Alf used to freak me out, and I don't think I could have that on my display. I think I'd get scared. Okay, let's try and put this Lasher figure here together. Not exactly sure if there's a certain way it's supposed to go. I don't think so. There's like pieces. It's not me, Darren. Le Bon Bon, if it's a comic you really want to read, you can plastic open it. I am a little hesitant of opening some comics. I mean, I'm not ever going to resell them, but it was just like, it's the 50-50 if, like, do I want to TGC grade this, or do I just want to read it and see what it's about? Like, to be honest, I got this straight for the cover, and this is issue number 75. Would I know what's going on in the story? Probably not. And since it's in plastic already, I guess I could keep this in TCG grade it. Do you have the Mezco mask figure? No, I have 0 Mezcos. Mezcos is way too out of my league. Can we see the action figure? You can grade comics. Of course you can grade comics. That's what, okay, if you ever see a comic in like a box, like here, you know what, I'll just grab it for you. Oh, there goes the Lethal Protector. Okay, this is what a graded comic looks like, where it's got this, like, the numbers at the top. I know it's a 7.0, but still. It's first appearance, or not first appearance, but is it? It might be. But it says Venom is back. But it looks cool there. One of my favorites, of course. Do you have the Mezco mask? Do you have Art the Clown? No, Darren, I do not have Art the Clown. I'm not big on horror. Art the Clown, the Terrifier movies was actually, like, disgusting. You can grade comic. Do you have Iron Spider? I don't, CT. I need to get an Iron Spider because I just freaking love the figure. Or I love the look of the character. Especially because I could recreate the comic book cover. Or not the comic book, but the panel where in Civil War, he gets, he nearly dies because he gets, like, beat up. This doesn't seem right here. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I need to go get that Jango Fett figure that some guy requested to look at. Okay. Alrighty. Sure, Le Bon Bon, go ahead. I can see. I'm not big on comics, so I'm not like, I don't know a whole lot. Like, I don't know every single book, but I mean, if you name some, I might. Do you got the Deadpool figure? I have the X-Force, Uncanny X-Force Deadpool figure on the retro card. That was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I've seen the Max Deadpool. I definitely wanted to get it. But yeah, so for that, the guy that was asking, I'm sorry, I forgot your username. This was my first ever action figure. My favorite Star Wars character of all time was Jango Fett, and this was the original figure. They released a brand new one, which obviously I'm going to buy, and yeah, this was the first figure. This guy started it all. So, well, this didn't start at all. So this was my first ever figure. My first Marvel Legends was the Marvel Legends Gamer vs. Iron Man that came with the Abomination Build-A-Figure wave piece. And after watching, I used to watch the Hulk movies and like a bunch of Marvel movies with my parents and whatnot. And Abomination was so cool. And then I got that Iron Man figure because Iron Man was my favorite hero at the time. Or he still is, but Punisher's still on top. But then I watched it, I was like, Abomination's so cool. And then I got this piece. I'm like, Build-A-Figure, huh? Looks like I have to buy all these pieces to get the figure. So what happens? You buy all those figures, you get all those pieces. I'm like, boom, now I have Abomination. But wait, that Gamerverse wave came with Captain America and Iron Man. Wait, now I need the Avengers. And then boom, that leads to that. And then eventually down the road, you have spent more than money you can count. Okay, let's see. Do you get the Deadpool figure? Do you have Red Hood? Nah, I'm not big on DC. I just love Marvel more. Like I said, the only characters I kind of really care about in DC is Deathstroke and Batman, which I have the Deathstroke right there. And I did read Batman Nightfall. My uncle had a bunch, or he had that whole series, so I read that whole. Your first Iron Man action figure? Yeah. Let me finish this real quick, and I can go grab that so you can see just exactly what I was talking about. Okay, I'm finally getting this Lasher figure set up, which is a little weird. I don't know. It's like his tendrils are everywhere. They're not articulated at all. But there is Lasher. We'll put him right there for now. Okay, can you show me Quickster? Quickster's a Flash villain? Quickster, I think. Hello, Millen. You're the whole reason I started this live, by the way. What's up? Glad to see you here. Okay, so let me get these comics out of the way. Okay, Quickster, I'm here. Yes, 6 figures. Okay, so this was the first Marvel Legends that ever touched my hands. Was this Gamer vs. Iron Man right here. Yo, I've never seen that Green Venom figure before. Green Venom. Oh, this is Lasher. Oh, this is from the Lizard Build-A-Figure wave. I picked him up because he didn't have the Build-A-Figure piece, and since we got the deluxe one coming, I was like, you know what? I can finally pick this up. He's a part of the Life Foundation in the comics, so there's that for you, like Riot and Scream and all that. But this was the first figure, Marvel Legends, that I ever bought, and he came with the Build-A-Figure parts. I believe the leg for this Abomination, and then I got all the parts. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I get the Avengers? And then instead of buying Avengers, I would just buy figures that I saw. I finally completed the Avengers this year, and I've started 5 years ago, back in 2020. And now I have way more than the Avengers, which obviously led me down a rabbit hole. Nice Iron Man, yeah, that was the first one that I purchased. Quicksilver, Ryan, yes I do. I have both the Avengers Green and Retro card version and the Family Matters 3-pack blue version. Part 3 of 6 of Man-Wolf and Captain America comics. Okay, Man-Wolf. Part 6 of Man and Wolf Captain. Wolf Captain America. I've never read Wolf Captain America, but I mean, I know there's a Marvel Legends figure of him. That's all I know. But I mean, just Google. I mean, you can look up for the beginning issues if you want to read it. If not, you can. Do you have a Venom? Geared, Vulcan Vicious. I have one Venom actually. I have the Walmart exclusive retro card one that released a couple years ago. The Iron Man looks cool. Yeah, I just got the Marvel Legends Daredevil Born Again figure. That one looks so good. I loved the show, but I'm not big on movie collectors, so I didn't pick them up. Do you have Spider Noir? No, Milan, I do not have a Spider Noir. Where do you get your action figures? Everywhere. I get them at Hasbro directly if they're exclusive there. I get them on Amazon, GameStop, Walmart, Target. I get them also at local comic figure shops. So like older ones, such as Lasher here. I get it at like just local shops. That's the one thing. If you want to start collecting, definitely look in your area. That's what I search. I search comic book stores near me, and you just slowly grow like that. And then there's like there's a website called, I don't know if anybody watches the Strong Collectors podcast on YouTube. They have a shop called Go New Meta. That's good. Unboxing Rush is good too. Well, that's the TikTok name. I don't remember what the store was called. Do you have any DC figures? Yes, I do. I have a couple Deathstrokes since he's my favorite. I have Batman. I have a Man Bat, the deluxe. I forgot the I don't know. They were the big figures. I have the Arkham, like Titan Joker. I've got a Superman versus like Batman 2-pack, which isn't the Superman versus Batman. It's like Batman as oh, what's the guy that kills Superman in the comics? What's his name? I don't remember the name. He's like made out of rocks or something. What are your thoughts on Mess Toys? Oh, okay, RJ. They look. I don't really care that they copy Amazing Yamaguchi. They put out some amazing product. I do not own any of them, but they look cool. I know that the articulation's cool. It's just that's a little too much. Spider-Man for me as a teenager, that's a little bit too much for a teenager in my opinion. But the symbiote one, I kind of consider picking up. I know not the Scarlet Spider, the Superior Spider-Man one looks so cool. But yeah, Mess Toys can do their own thing. I know people enjoy those figures. And I don't think they're too expensive because it's like a Temu / like just a rip off of the brand. In your life at the same time. Stranger Things, huh? Titan Joker, like yes, the Arkham Asylum Deluxe one. Yeah, that's the one I have. Who else do I have? I have a couple Black Adam movie figures because after COVID, when that movie released, I saw it like 4 times in theaters, and it was like my favorite. I don't get that people call it like Rock Slop or like Dwayne Johnson Slop. I thought it was cool. I mean, it's just a superhero movie. I have the Black Adam, Dr. Fate, Hawkman. I used to have like the whole wave, but then I sold some of it. They're like 25 to 40. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Can I see the Titan Joker one, please? Give me 2 seconds. I'll get it out of the display for you. Okay. Let's see real quick. Arkham Knight. Yeah, they're like 25. Can I see the Titan Joker? Do I have a Green Arrow? No, I do not. I'm not big on DC. So this is the Titan Joker McFarlane figure. He just looked cool. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick him up. And to be honest, based on that Absolute Batman cover, this could I could see people doing customs with this guy. One problem is he's way top heavy. And the detail on him is good. McFarlane has always been good at doing detail. But he's way too top heavy and his knees are his legs are a little smaller. But yeah, I always thought this was a cool figure. I mean, like all the bones and blood and whatnot. It just looks so cool. He brings me so much nostalgia. The Arkham games are so fun. That's why I also have the Arkham. I believe this is Origins Deathstroke here. 1, because he's my favorite character, and 2, this look was just so cool. This pistol's not from him. This is actually from like a Fortnite Jazzwares figure, but the sword's from him. But yeah, this is the McFarlane figure. Milan, I'm not really sure. Probably for a while though. Best boss figure, or best boss fight in Origins. What's up, Ryan? But yeah. Let's go. Yeah, I was a little sad that I couldn't find any more of the Absolute Batman comics. I know it goes up to 15, I believe. I'm not sure, though. I think it does. Oh. I swear, if it says my mic is muted. Thanks, Millen. That's nice to see. What Punisher is that in the background? The black one. The black one. Oh, wait. First of all, you guys can hear me, right? It's good? I need to see that first because sometimes my phone glitches out in the live. I hate when it does that. Is it good or is it bad? Yes, we're good. Okay. The Black Punisher here is the Punisher War Journal. The Punisher War Journal figure that came with the Bushwhacker 2-pack. It released, I believe, end of last year. Well, I guess it's 2026 right now. End of 24, I believe. It's a very good figure. It was the first on this body. This was a new body mold. Of course, it teased that, oh, one day, of course, they first had to put him, at least it's in a 2-pack, but it's all black here. The Punisher logos here on the skull isn't exactly how I'd like it. He's got more of squinted eyes. You had some Batman figures. Do you have any Arkham ones? No, the only Arkham ones I have either is that Joker and the Deathstroke. But yeah, he released last year. He came with quite a lot of accessories with weapons-wise. But then this year, towards the end, or 25 towards the end, we got the Gamerverse with Nick Fury 2-pack, which gave us the white boots and whatnot, but he's this blue color. And we have a rumored Walmart exclusive, which was what I was talking about earlier. Hopefully it's not the best of both worlds with the black, white boots, whatnot. Hopefully it's not that. I'm hoping it's the Punisher in the back there. The samurai one where he joins the red hand. But that is what that Punisher in the back is. Very, very good figure. I believe the 2-pack probably went up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure, though, because I bought it around when it first came out because it was, like, so cool. I was like, Punisher, yes. And that's my first Punisher figure. It's just the body mold is so, so good. I can't go to Walmart. I don't live in the U.S. That's what I heard, like, trying to get, like, Walmart exclusive, Target exclusive, because the guy that I watched, Dan Who, they have to order it on different websites because they don't have that and whatnot, which sounds like a hassle. But then again, it's not much better over here. Trying to find a Walmart exclusive is like a needle in a haystack. Or, no, like trying to find it when it comes out is hard. But the moment, like, you hit like a month later, I don't know if you guys have seen it. But so the Target exclusive Psylocke and Thanos Gamerverse 2-pack was nowhere to be found on shelves. Now, what, 3 months later, it's everywhere. Live in the Netherlands. Netherlands sounds so cool. I've always wanted to go there. Do you have any Hot Toys? No. Hot Toys is way, way, way out of my league. But characters I would get is the Absolute Batman one that was recently revealed. Looked so good. That might actually be my first Hot Toys figure. It looks so awesome. But I believe it's 400. But I also don't know where I'd put him in the room. I did definitely find a display. And he's huge, too. I've seen, like, comparison-wise, not in person, but I've seen a couple Hot Toys. But if he's bigger than usual ones, yeah, that's gonna be a big piece to have in the display. But it'd be cool to look at. It'd be definitely a cool piece to look at. And I love the story anyways. It's got a Stan Lee action figure. Oh, yeah. I have a feeling I might want to get that just because he can put him at the front of, like, my Marvel Heroes display. Because Stan Lee's the reason all this we're looking at is here. Well, I guess not really. I guess there's other creators, but I mean, it's under that Marvel branch here. Do you have Red Hood? No, I do not. Like I said, I'm not big on DC. I'm just mainly straight Marvel. I believe I should probably get a Teen Titans display then if I got Deathstroke, but the only Teen Titans I know is like from the cartoon, both the darker version and the funny one, which is what? Robin, Raven, Cyborg, Beast Boy, and Starfire, which I freaking love that TV show. But yeah. Do you have Marvel Legends Gamerverse Juggernaut? Yes, I do. That is reviewed on the channel for you guys to watch. My God, is that a beast of a figure. What a figure. It is so good. I recommend if you can find it for a good price, which it's already started at a good price. I believe it's $70 retail, US dollars. It was worth my money. That Gamerverse Juggernaut is worth every penny I paid for him. Do you have MCU Spider-Man? No, I do. I have... I mean, kind of declares what you call Spider-Man, the MCU Spider-Man. I have the Tom Holland, the No Way Home suit from the very final end, the final swing suit. I got that. That was on it's the No Way Home retro wave on the card backs. So I have the Tobey Maguire, I have the Andrew Garfield, and I have the black suited Spider-Man that was released last year. Got it for 70. That's good. Yeah, that's retail, so it makes sense. So those are my MCU Spider-Mans. That's the only, I think, I don't collect movies like I've stated. The only movies I collect is No Way Home with the Doc Ock, or I guess the Sinister Six villains, and the Venom movies, because Venom and Carnage are my favorite. Or Carnage is my all-time favorite Marvel character. Villain and, well, I guess just straight villain. So I have them all for 80. Sometimes you have to kind of depend. It's like, if you see it, you're definitely like, oh, you have it in your hands and everything. You're like, do I buy it? But then you look online and it comes to, of course, shipping. So it's like, okay, if it's 70 retail, but like $5 shipping, I'm only kind of paying $5 more here if I get it in person. It's always that hard to know thing. It's like, do I get it now? Do I not? You know, sometimes I end up flipping a coin. Like this Danny Ketch book here. Let me grab it real quick. I've been eyeing for a while. I was like, do I really want to spend the 45 on this? And so what I do is flip a coin. And it's like, heads I do, tails I don't. And sometimes even though I get tails, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting it anyway. Do you have any of the PlayStation Spider-Man? Yes. Okay, I bought the whole wave, excluding the deluxe Venom, even though that figure's awesome. I tried to buy that Venom, but I got scammed. And I got like a 3D printed piece of plastic, which made me mad. But thank gosh, I got my money back. And then I also have the Walmart exclusive the Spider Ghost one, where it's the Ghost Rider looking one with the blue flames. And then I also have the original Spider-Verse figure, or Gamerverse ones that came in the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure wave, which is the Mark III Armored and the Velocity suit, which is my favorite one in the game. I love the Velocity suit. It's the one with like those bright blue lines. For 125, gosh, 125 for the Juggernaut. I mean, if they really like Juggernaut, but then again, don't know where they could have bought it. But it's always that eye candy look. Can I see the PS Spider-Man? We might have to move over to the display. I've got all of them, but I suppose we probably could later-ish. He loves the X-Men. Yeah. X-Men is the last thing I'm going to try and read/build for my figure display, because X-Men just got so many different teams and whatnot. The only thing is that I fully read X-Men-wise was about not even 4 years ago. Like 5 years ago, actually, was X-Men Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse. That's why I've got all the figures for that. Go to the display. Okay, so obviously, figures that are going to be missing from the display is these Punisher and Daredevil, Danny Ketch, and some of the Gamerverse ones. But I suppose I could show you guys all the mess on the comics. There is 3, count it. Oh, here's some old figures that I haven't opened yet. 3, count it, of my favorite villain, of course, Mysterio figures. There's all the comics on the floor. 3 of these. I've got the whole Spider-Man Retro Wave, the new one. I had the video. I made the video of the 2099. He's my favorite, so I had to open them. There's those comics. And then for the display right here, this is what I talked about. I've got my Venom here on this side with the first 2 of Lethal Protector, plus the graded one here, Mysterio. First appearance of Punisher. I've got the Mighty Masterworks 1 through 5, which leads all the way to issue 1 something. And then the only omnibus I have, which I love it when Spider-Man's always like pushing something up, using his full strength. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang this San Diego Comic-Con. This was my grail for forever. I was going to hang this above the Venom ones, and I was going to hang the Mysterio, the old Retro Mysterio, above those figures. So let's go to the display. Don't mind the towels. For the Wolverine game, the Insomniac one, and the Lego Batman one, I'm definitely getting the Wolverine game. I'm thinking on the Lego Batman one. Here's the display. The DC section is torn apart because I had to take that Arkham Knight. But a couple things have fallen over. And I did implement the second Sentinel into my X-Men display. Also, one thing I haven't shown yet, because I actually did this yesterday, my spare time. Hopefully the camera will stay. First, let's read the chat. You need the Metamorpho from Superman, the new movie. I actually haven't even seen that Superman movie. So, long time ago, you can go all the way back to my first ever collection tour video back in 21, 22. I used this shelf, which had lights, which I need to implement into the white shelves, of course. But I always loved the light look. I pre-ordered the deluxe Lego Batman game. I believe you can pre-order it now, huh? but there is lights for these shelves. Right now, it cleared them off of the floor because if we look over here, the Spider-Man figures are kind of everywhere because I pre-ordered, or I didn't pre-order, but I got 2 more of these shelves over here for this wall. The boxes are just sitting over there. So then I can have Spider-Man and X-Men so they can get off of the floor there. So that right here is just a combination of randomness. In the middle, of course, at the bottom on the 3-tier risers is the Age of Apocalypse, and then on the sides I've got different X-Men, just random but jumbled. Then I've got X-Force over there, got a Wolverine section / first appearance, and then just some more X-Men characters. Colossus Build-A-Figure. Yes, I do. He is down there for the Age of Apocalypse one, and then I have the Juggernaut 2-pack Colossus right there. Captain America, I have 3. There is the Secret Wars one, the Gamerverse one down there, and, oh, actually I have 4. This is the old, this came with the Abomination older Build-A-Figure. I also have the Secret Empire Captain America and U.S. Agent, if you want to count. And Sam Wilson, if you want to count those as Captain America's. Maximum Spider-Man for Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack. Fair trade, I guess. I mean, if it was that hard, the Maximum Spider-Man is definitely more readily available to get than that Psylocke 2-pack back when it was like in its prime time of not being able to be found. I do not own the Maximum Spider-Man. I want to. Perfect Todd McFarlane looked. For those asking, where did I put him actually? Here was the only Venom figure that I own. Well, actually, that's not true. This is the only Marvel Legends one I own, which was the Walmart exclusive. I do own the old Select Venom here, which comes with this arm piece, which you can take off. Oh, one of those arms just popped off, which is fine. Which you can take off that big back piece. But I just have him like a little, like, weird, you guys are spamming Venom. Retro Carnage, yes, I do. The Retro Carnage here, oh, there goes the, but he has the Maximum Carnage head on him because I just like this look way, way better. The head that it came with was a little weird. Bull from Doctor Strange Build-A-Figure. No, I do not. I think his name is like, it starts with an R. I know that. Did the piece go flying off? No. Here is the Maximum Carnage. Hey, all those pieces there. I was just putting like the heads and whatnot on them just to make them look a little bit more Maximum. Do you have, okay, Retro Symbiote Spider-Man? I do not have the Retro. I do own the VHS 2-pack version with the cell shading from the Carnage 2-pack from the 90s show and the Secret Wars on the Amazing Fantasy body. Those are the, and I also have the 5-pack one, but it's like Ultimate Symbiote Spider-Man, which is like the purple here. And then for the guy that was asking, there is the PS game section here with the Spider-Mans. Doc Ock, no! Doc Ock is the only Spider-Man villain that I do not own, and I'm so mad at myself that I haven't obtained one yet. I definitely, of course, need to buy one, which is, I believe I'm going to pick up the Silk 2-pack one and the Aunt May 2-pack one. But those VHS 2-packs have gone way high in price recently. Like, really high in price, actually. Shumagureth, yes, I do. Got him right here. He's on the Mystic sort of like, which is going to be what? What's it called? Oh my. I always blank sometimes. It's like when people ask me to talk about comic nerd stuff, I forget. And when I'm just by myself, I'm like, oh, here's this, and this, and this. But it's, what is it? The Marvel Knights? No, is it Marvel Knights? I believe it's Marvel Knights. I think that's what like with Blade and whatnot. Where'd you get him? I believe I got him at GameStop, is where I got the Shumagureth from. Trying to put this Carnage back together over yonder. Oh my gosh. I'll try and get Lasher and put him in my Life Foundation display over here. Let's look at the chat. Who's your favorite X-Men hero? Iceman. Iceman all the way. Is that a new shelf? No, I just cleared it off because I needed to put... Oh, Zoom, it's glad to see you here. I cleared this off. It used to be just full of junk with like accessory parts everywhere. And I didn't like that my X-Men figures were scattered across my floor. So I decided to put them back on here. Who's your favorite X-Men? Already saying Iceman. Black Cat. I do have Black Cat. I have the retro carded one. Godzilla figure? No, I do not have a Godzilla figure. I have the Final Wars poster, which is one of my favorite movies of Godzilla. I definitely want to get some SHF Monster Arts figures. Those look so cool. Mine would probably be Godzilla 2, like with the purple spikes, the original one, the Godzilla 2000 at the very end. I'm not exactly sure the name of the look, though. Okay. Trying to get the figures back so I can put back the display. Imagine if Marvel Legends made Maximum Green Goblin. Oh my gosh. Yo, if they put a poll up for what the people would want for Maximum line, I've got plenty of ideas. Magneto, Mr. Fantastic, Iceman, who else? Iron Man, a Maximum Iron Man. Could you think? I can think of the possibilities right now. Iron Man with swappable face plates, armor, battle damage, blast effects, missiles, everything. Like you could, that would be such a cool thing. Let's actually scroll up. I kind of missed some of the chat. Monster Hunter. Not exactly sure what that is. What comic hero action figure is your favorite? Hero wise, if you want to go full hero, would be Spider-Man, but my all-time is Punisher, Punisher, Moon Knight, and Wolverine. Those three are awesome. Scorpion. I have the retro Scorpion. So here, let me just show you. There's the retro Black Cat and Scorpion right there. Scorpion is also one of my favorite Marvel villains, or Spider-Man villains. He's just so cool. And I can't believe he's being in the Brand New Day movie. Spoilers, sorry. Probably should have said that. Do you have Agent Venom? Yes, I have both of them. Well, the newest ones. I have the retro wave one, the black one, and the white Magic the Gathering one right there. And we're going to put Lasher next to his Life Foundation mate, Phage, right there. Do you have Agent Venom? Okay, where'd you get Scorpion? I got him from a local comic store. They just opened, and like, well, not recently. This was like when they first opened, which was like a beginning of last 2025 summer, and they had the whole wave, other than I believe Hammerhead, and the silver Mark II or Mark I armored Spider-Man. Where do you get Scorpion? Hi, what's up, Kakarot? Mr. Negative. I do not own any Mr. Negative. I want to get him, of course, for my Gamerverse display, which I also heard, spoilers, sorry, that he's going to be in the Brand New Day movie. I just can't wait, actually, for what Marvel is going to come up with movie-wise in the next years. Gundam Wing. Oh, no, I don't have any Gundams, whatnot, stuff like that. Trying to put the display back together over here. Okay, hold on. I'll get to the camera in about a couple seconds. I'm just putting some things back. For those asking earlier, Tombstone, I have the retro Tombstone, the new one. Are you going to watch Doomsday Avengers? Heck yes, I am. This is the only Batman figure I own. Is this McFarlane one? I don't know exactly what version, so don't end up asking me. I have no clue. Pokemon figures? Nah, I don't got any Pokemon. First of all, Pokemon's gotta be like the #1 worst thing to get into. No offense, but like, I've seen some horror stories of like scalpers and whatnot with the Pokemon cards. I've heard that it's a bad market to try and get into. Thanos, yes, I have 2 Thanoses. I have the Gamerverse one that came with Psylocke down there, and the original deluxe here, which came with the King Thanos head, my favorite version. When are you gonna make a Discord? I still need to figure that out. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I need to find a way to get in connection closer with the community here than I usually do. Maximum Venom line, just imagine. Oh my gosh, yes. They could have done so much with the Maximum line so far. I mean, it's not bad, but it's certainly not great. I remember when the Max Spidey was revealed. Oh boy. The world, like, collector-wise, erupted in flames. And then when Hulk got revealed, it was even worse. I love the Hulk, actually. The figure's good. But I'm just afraid. Like, I've seen some stuff about the ripping of the chest, which is definitely something. Mine doesn't look like it's got any damage to it. But I've heard some stuff. I've also heard stuff about scraping of the neck on the HasLab Sentinel. Or not HasLab, but these Sentinels. And I'm starting to see it, I think, more than I want to. But I don't think it's too bad. That's exactly what I was trying to do, Milan. That's my hope and plan. Is for people to have a little collection tab area where we can see everybody's collection. Speaking of cards-wise, here's the 2 Magic the Gatherings for those Magic-wise. That came with the Marvel Legends figures, the Battle Damage Spidey, of course, and the Anti-Venom. I guess you guys probably don't want to look at that. You probably want to look at the main display, huh? So the Avengers is complete, pretty much, other than the Wasp and Hank Pym 2-pack, which I talk about all the time, which was re-released. Thank God that thing was over $300 on the aftermarket. Oh, the camera's in a bad placement here. Let me set it back up. What's up, DJ Collects? But yeah, that should be arriving soon. Or not sometime soon, but I think in February-ish is when the 2-pack's going to arrive. Also, the #1 thing I need is flight stands, because so far, everybody's here. One thing I forgot to tell you guys is I got Doctor Strange here to sit up. He is on the 3-tier, I don't know what you'd call it, flight stand that came with the Sky Cycle. I literally just shoved it in the back of his cape there. I don't know if you can see that, to hold him up. And it does justice there. He's floating a tiny bit. Works good because the cape is obviously hiding all that. What is up, Pokemon cards, but nobody wants to buy it, so no action figures for me. Do you have Dragon Ball Z figures? No, I've held myself from buying Dragon Ball figures because I've not seen the show. I want to so bad, but right now I'm just now starting Attack on Titan because so many people have told me it's good, and I'm on season 2, and my gosh, were they telling me truth? The only anime figures I have is the SH Figuarts Berserk, just like he doesn't have the full armor, but it's like his regular look with the Dragon Slayer and whatnot, and the Zod. Oh my God, Zod, the immortal. Okay, yeah. But yeah, so next, even though I spent literally, you play Clash Royale? Not anymore. You get the Revoltech Attack on Titan. I have seen it. I've seen a bunch of those figures, and they look so good. When I finish the show, so I'm going to have a separate display. I'm going to have my Marvel Legends, of course. I have my Star Wars / other figures, like DC. I've got Halo, Predator, Spawn, G.I. Joe. Got that stuff down there in the corner. And then I'm going to have a display for anime. So I'm going to have a Berserk, a Vinland Saga section, Death Note, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. What else? What else am I missing? Tokyo Ghoul, stuff like that. Favorite figure? I couldn't tell you. Revoltech. But my favorite figure this year was the Gamerverse 2-pack Wolverine. My gosh, is that figure just so fun to play with. My Spider-Man figure just broke from Spider-Man 2. Oh my gosh. Like from the video game one? I hate when figures break. That's why I stopped collecting Black Series figures. That they'd shelf dive too many times and the lightsabers would snap. And they'd snap at the peg, so like it was stuck in there, so you couldn't even swap out a blade. So I just got mad and stopped collecting them. But yeah, so I spent way too much money on comics today, but I don't really care because I should be focusing on my Hall of Armor, which I got 2 Vault Guardsmen there to flank it. But I need to focus on building the Hall of Armor for my Iron Man figures, because my plan is, now that I've completed Avengers, to go to Hall of Armor, then down New Avengers / Shield right there, / like New Warriors and whatnot. That's going to go on that shelf. Then below it is Street tier, so like you've got Daredevil, Punisher, Moon Knight, Blade, or not Blade, like literally like the Hand and all that. And then towards the very, very bottom would be my Mystic, so like Mindless One, Doctor Strange level stuff, Ghost Rider, all like that. When is your B-Day? February, coming up soon. RJ Collects, yeah, mostly animated. You got some DC and Marvel figures. New subscriber, hey, thanks, Goat. Glad to see it. But yeah. Then I'm a little confused what to do next when I complete this shelf. So I've got, of course, Hall of Armor, which I'm going to do now. Got Avengers, which is pretty much complete. New Avengers, Shield, all that. And then this. And when I look over to the left, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to move my villains, my full villains here to pair with next to the Heroes Avengers. And then right now it's a villains at very top, because what I wanted to do was have the Avengers at the very, very top. But I didn't realize how big Giant Man was. So he's down here. But then I have Hydra and Hydra and AIM right here. And, well, right now I only have Hydra. And then AIM's going to go over there. Then I have villainous teams such as Thunderbolts. We've got Serpent Society. We've got Squadron Supreme, which isn't really villains, but they worked at a time. Dark Avengers and the Red Guardian back there. How much is Giant Man in the back? 200 to 300. You can only find him on the aftermarket. He was a HasLab, so he's only on the aftermarket there. Then right now, these shelves downward, I have no clue what to do with. So, like, I know right now I have it as movies, symbiotes, and Gamerverse. That'll eventually change. But then I know what to do over here, which is going to be Fantastic Four / like a Doctor Doom display here. Going to have Galactus and the Heralds plus the original white and blue team. And then I'm going to have Asgard / Cosmic right there. For 600, yeah. Trying to find the HasLabs is going to be hard. Like, I remember the Sentinel. The HasLab Sentinel, the original one, was so, so cool to me. And I was like, I want to buy that. And then I've had enough money to probably buy at least like 18 of them. But have I singly bought Sentinel? No. I've instead gone for Giant Man and Galactus instead. Do you have Spider-Man 2099? Yes, I have the old butt cheek one here from the retro card, and I have the new retro card one. Superior Spider-Man as well. I saw that comment. And then, so these are Marvel and DC figures. Nah, Marvel is literally this half. DC's got this tiny corner. Do you have Superior? Oh, yeah. The live might be cut short. My phone is literally at like 4%, but it's okay. We'll probably give it till 30. Yeah, we'll probably give it till 40, 440. Just a little small, a little live here. Probably gonna do it a little bit more. Venom from Spider-Man 2. No, I do not have the PlayStation 1. Like I said, I got scammed when I tried to buy them. So I'm gonna wait until probably gonna buy him somewhere else eventually when I get to the Gamerverse. Hopefully he won't be skyrocketing in price. But I have the whole rest of the wave there at the bottom. One thing I want to incorporate is lights, such as from this one over here. So that, like, such as down there, it's not so dark. But, yeah. Walmart has them for 60. That's what I bought them on. I bought them on Walmart, but it wasn't sold by Walmart. It was sold by something else. So, yeah. I'm actually super sorry, guys. I should have planned this in advance. But I'm glad for all of you that tuned in today. I'm going to cut it short because my phone is literally about to die, and I can see it struggling. But thank you all so much for watching. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm glad that you guys could see the collection as well. Please follow me on TikTok and Instagram. You guys know that. I said every video. It's under the same name as the channel that you're watching, but it's glad that you're on the main channel itself. That's all I have for you guys today. Here's a quick swoop of the collection once more. We'll zoom out so you guys can see it fully. There is it. It is obviously going to change in the coming weeks like it does all the time. But thank you guys all so much. That's all I have for today. It's Toy Soldier Reviews.